like talk about our favorite characters from Christmas specials. Like, we do our own thing. We always have, we always will. Doesn't matter who's running Twitter, who was running Twitter, who's going to be running Twitter, who might be running it in 10 years. We do what we do. That's what we do. We do it on a boat. We do it on a float. We do it in a castle. We do it in a moat. Do what we do. That's what we do. All right? That's all the rhymes you get today. All right. Since we're here and we do want to get some specifics in, I figured I would have some questions pre-sent. So Marcelo, who used to do the photos in VIP and meet and greet stuff, he now works for our manager at Faculty Management. He got some questions. So I'm not sure who all wrote them because it's real names instead of social media names, but it doesn't matter. I got questions. I'm going to read them and answer them and just enjoy this little time together. I love this. I love you guys. And my dog's just going to watch me the whole time. All right, first question. And if I can, I'll try to answer some on the screen, but it's hard because the comments are just... It does feel like romper room, though. I see Lisa. I see Skipper. I see Monique.
Slow down.
It is slowing down a little. Dang, someone's like getting in the algorithm and slowing it down. Oh, you guys. This is great. All right, I see bird tracks. Oh, look at everyone. Oh, you guys. I see Jenny Ray. I see everyone. It's so great. All right, question from Kendra. Would you ever release a behind-the-scenes documentary for the tour? I'm fascinated by logistics and how it all comes together. Yes. I can't say too much. This alone is a lot for today. I'll only say that you will see it, not New Kids soon or Donnie soon, like super duper soon, like hopefully before the holidays soon. How about that? Yeah. And not next year, not even New Year's. How about that? That's what we're trying to do. And there may be something else attached to it. So you guys may get to watch 2 special things at your house in one definitely before New Year's, probably before Christmas. All right, that's all I could say. And it will involve, I'll tell you that much, it will involve a behind the scenes of the making of the tour. I'll leave the rest of you guys. You probably already know because you figure everything out anyway. Angie wrote, will we ever see more New Kids on Blue Bloods? Still love that 2-second Jordan cameo. Me too. I love it. Okay. I've had numerous conversations with the executive producer of Blue Bloods about Joey doing an episode. And he takes it very seriously. Joey actually met with Kevin Wade, the executive producer. They've talked. So the goal is for sure to get Joey on there. There was an episode that I just finished that we did talk about Joey doing it. In fact, the guy from The Waitress, who was the jealous husband, played the part. And Joey called me and told me he was going to play the part. And I was like, damn, you should have played the part. But it wasn't quite right for Joe. But yes, I definitely want to get Joey on the show. In a good role that we can really do something together. Or maybe if I'm directing, like him and Will can have a storyline or something. Whatever the case. Maybe he can make Will jealous and flirt around with Eddie on the show. That'd be fun. All right. But Joey's a great actor, and I would love to have him on the show. Yes. Okay. DPAP. I'm not sure who DPAP is, but I usually know who everyone is. Huh? Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Deepa. I've been listening to Face the Music a lot since the cruise. Are you any closer to making those intimate, deep cut shows a reality? You mean what I said during the concert on the boat? Are we closer? Not necessarily, but we may be closer. Okay, we may be. Again, I can't say all these things because they're just in the works, but there may be something, an opportunity, springtime-ish, where we could do something like that. Maybe. And if not, it would be soon after, okay? But that just revealed that something may happen in the spring. Not a tour, but something cool. But that's all I can say. Everyone at faculty right now is like, shut him up. Shut him up. So are the other new kids. Don't commit us to anything, man. You know me, I would be like, let's just all have a giant breakfast with 100,000 of us every morning for the rest of eternity. All right, next. Stacy says, if you had to choose a career path that did not involve music or acting, what would it be? Somebody asked me this the other night at dinner. I think it was a blockhead asked me, or someone asked me at dinner, what was my plan B? I didn't have one. It was only plan A. And I don't know what I'd be doing. I have no clue. I don't even know what I wanted to do. I shudder at the thought of what it might have been. But that said, I don't think that not having a plan B was a mistake. I think taking the path I took, I would have found plan B on the way. So maybe I wouldn't have ended up in this band anymore, being famous. I might have ended up doing something else. I don't know. What's he saying?
Meaning going fast?
Marcelo's calling. Okay, is the sound better now?
It's sitting on the table.
Is there a problem with the sound?
He says hold up the phone. It might help the sound.
All right. Well, you know, all the comments and not one person said, yo, the sound ain't right. So I'm guessing you could hear it, but now it's better. Okay. Was it okay before or just unlistenable before? Because most people said it was fine. Okay. It was not great before, but it's better now. Well, you all got different sound. You guys are not, no one's helping. It's fine. Everyone's happy now. Let's just keep going.
He's fine. Right.
All right. Maybe just go in the other room and listen so you can hear if it sounds good. I don't even know if anyone heard any of the answers I said.
Jared says it's better.
Okay, but were the other things, you heard the other answers. Good. I'm going to keep going. Can't go backwards. Only forwards. Thank you. Thank you.
You were heard. Everyone says you were heard.
Jen Barnes, thank you.
You were heard.
Slacky 2, thank you. Everyone's saying you could at least hear something. Thank you. Okay, next question. The career path one, I kind of answered it. There was no plan B. 5 is Krista. Any collaborations that you'd like to do in the future or artists that you'd like to write with? It's already happening. I can't say who, but I will say the next album will have a lot of collaborations. Does that sound okay? All right, so what have we learned so far? Documentary behind the scenes of the tour, on the way. Joey on Blue Bloods, on the way. Deep Cuts VIP shows will happen potentially in the spring, but definitely soon. Not Donnie soon. I'd do it tomorrow. Career path? No, there's only one. Here we are. This is where we're all meant to be. Songwriting and collaborating, it's happening. And these collaborations are crazy. That's all I got to say. Some amazing collaborations so far. Okay. Emily, what would your dream tour lineup be? It's going to sound corny, but I mean, they've all been a dream. The package tour was a dream. NKOT BSB was a dream. I mean, you name it. Every tour that we've done has been surreal. Working with En Vogue and Rick and Salt and Peppa, unbelievable. Naughty, everybody, you name it. Obviously, the ultimate dream would be to tour with New Edition one day. And that just, that would be unbelievable. And I think that will happen in time. The AMAs was, if that was a taste, woo, watch out. Just so much fun. So much fun working with those guys. And, you know, the problem for us is we'd just be like wanting to watch their show every night instead of like performing our parts. We'd be like, let's just keep watching. Literally during the AMAs, we went into the wings in between songs while they were singing. We finished a song and would have to get out of the way and hide. We were hiding behind the wall that says like best pop vocal, whatever. We were hiding behind it, watching them. Like, we weren't even like, you ready for this? You ready for that? We were just like watching New Edition in awe. So yeah, that would be great. All right. Jules, some of these questions Marcelo didn't write very good. Sorry, Marcelo. I'd know besides sugar-free Red Bull, what else is on your tour rider? Not much. We don't really have much on the tour rider. We're not that fussy. Peanut butter and jelly, stuff from my protein shakes, protein bars, gum, and Kit Kats and Twix for Jordan. He loves candy. Yeah, Jordan is the candy man. Who would have known? Okay. Cheryl, what is your favorite Christmas memory? Do you have any traditions? My favorite Christmas memory would be, as kids, there would be 9 of us in the house when all 9 were still there, and my parents probably had just gone to sleep, but whoever woke up first would start waking everyone up, usually me. And we'd go sit at the top of the stairs in our house waiting for our parents to get out of bed. And they would be mad because they just finished, like, putting the presents under the tree, and we would just wait, all 9 of us. And it was probably the one moment of the year where, like, it was one night of peace. See how I did that? It was very calm and peaceful, and everyone was very excited and loving. Yeah, so there. That was probably it. And in a New Kids World, performing the Christmas stuff on the tour, I think it was 1989, that was really so fun. And anytime we do it since. We need to do a winter tour. That's what we need to do, so we could do a Christmas set, because that was so amazing. All right. Jen, what advice would you give your younger self? Anything specific? I would say just be a good guy and don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. Yeah, don't worry. Everything's going to be okay. Yeah. We should all give ourselves that advice, because we worry and 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 worry. And somehow, here we are. And if we're not going to be here, what's the sense in worrying all the time? Just love each other and be nice to each other, and it's all going to be okay. All right. Joanne, will you be releasing new music anytime soon? Soon. It's just such a word, that word soon. I try to not use 2 words in my life. One is but. But is a tricky word. I mean, I say it, except I try not to. For example, if you are saying sorry to someone, hey, I'm sorry, but I apologize, but. There's no but. If you put in a but, you're putting an ass in the middle of your apology. Just apologize and mean it. There's no but. Don't qualify it. Just, I'm sorry. That's all. And why? Who knows why anyone does anything? Why is a very impossible word. And the other is soon. Soon is just... it's my middle name now. I don't deserve this middle name. I'm holding up my end of the bargain, everyone. Soon. God. Okay. But yes, Joanne, we will be releasing new music soon. I have a whole bunch of it already. It's so good, but we have a lot to do. Okay. Celine wrote, do you see the other guys during the holidays? If so, do you exchange gifts? What was been the weirdest gift you received? Great couple of questions there. I don't know that we see each other, yeah, we don't really, everyone has families and stuff, so we generally don't, we're kind of spread out. And we don't really exchange gifts. Once in a while, someone may see something specific. I think a few years ago, I saw someone wearing a Barracuda jacket. And for those who don't know, they were very cool, like in the 70s and 80s. And I knew all the guys. Everyone in Boston used to love Barracuda jackets. So I saw someone wearing one, and I was like, where did you get that? And I ordered 2 Barracuda jackets for each guy, one in blue and one in like tan. Those are the 2 most frequent colors or coolest colors of those. So everybody got 2 of them and for Christmas. And so sometimes like we'll see something or somebody will see something and think of another guy and send it to him as a surprise. It's kind of like that. But generally speaking, we don't really exchange gifts. But it's not personal. We have other people to deal with. Okay. But it's a great question. Emma wrote, what is your favorite pair of shoes you currently own? Oh, man. No. I know what they are. I don't have them in my possession, but I just ordered them. And I got them sent to my house. They're not here in New York with me. They're Tony the Tiger Pumas. So Frosted Flakes, I don't know how they came into my life with such a flourish in the last few months, but they did a collaboration with Puma, and I got some of them. Unbelievable. They're just great. I love them. Tony the Tiger Pumas. I have an orange pair with tiger stripes and a blue pair that looks like the cereal box with some hint of tiger. So great. So great. Yeah. It's like frosted mini wheats. Frosting side is for the kid in me. It's all for the kid in me. Okay, next. Kathy wrote, if you could have your own DJ spot right now, what type of music would you play? That's a tricky question because I could play anything. But most likely, if it was just me being the DJ, I would play yacht rock. Because it just takes me back. Every time I hear Sailing by Christopher Cross, I literally start crying. Don't ask me why, I just love it. But knowing my audience would be New Kids music or not too far off the path of New Kids music. Anything in the stratosphere of New Kids, I would play. Yeah. Yeah, and I know where all the deep cuts are, and I know where the unreleased tracks are. I got the vault. Man, we got to go into the vault. So Jared, since you guys are asking me about new music and stuff, I'm going to tell Jared and everyone at the faculty team and the other new kids who might be watching, let's go in the vault. We got gems. We got secret recordings of tracks and songs and sessions. Let's go. Let's get in the vault. It's time. Okay. Nikki wrote, what's your favorite memory from the last cruise? Oh, impossible to answer. Yeah, it's too impossible to answer that question. I would only say stepping on the boat itself in the first moment, which is captured on video in the video that we posted. Let me fix my phone again. So this is what I do. I want the sound to be right, so I have to adjust my phone. But if I adjust my phone, I get 3 chins. But it's okay. I'll have the 3 chins because you guys don't care, and you love me anyway. And that's how we do. Okay, yeah, that first moment I stepped on the boat was really, was wonderful. And I meant it. I wasn't sure it would ever happen. I wasn't sure that I could get on that boat, that we'd get on that boat, that after all we'd been through for the last few years and you know, I was certain the 2020 cruise would never be canceled. I was like, we're getting on that boat. Jared was literally like, we need a alternate plan here. I was like, there's no alternate plan. We're going on the cruise. Don't worry. And then I called him a week later and said, all right, let's do a virtual cruise because I knew we were screwed. But the entire cruise was special and so many great memories. Let me try to take a minute and not rush through this and explain it the right way. When I set foot on the boat, I really meant what I said. I was thankful to God, because I just didn't know what would happen. And it wasn't until my foot was on that boat that I could actually relax and feel all the joy I wanted to feel. I never left that moment of gratitude. From the moment I stepped on, I kind of stayed in that place and made a point to keep staying in that place. I just kept staying in that gratitude. And like, I never was like, I'm tired, I don't want to go do this, or I don't want to take another selfie, my arm's tired. Like, I never felt tired. The photo shoot was 9 hours long or something. I just felt so happy that I was getting a selfie with everyone on the boat. It didn't matter. It just didn't matter if I was tired. I don't care. I was just so happy that we got to do that. And to all those who couldn't be there, forgive all of us who were there for like constantly talking about it. We're just all, I think, so happy that we got to do it again. It's the same way the tour felt. You know, I think a lot of us who went on the tour, who didn't go on the cruise, you know what that tour felt like. The cruise felt the same way. Okay. Yeah, I'm still getting all the feels right now. Okay. Next, Hilda wrote, what's the process of choosing songs for the tour? All right, Hilda, I'm going to answer that twofold. One, it's generally like this table where I'm sitting right now, like 100 index cards with song titles go on it, and then I shuffle around and move around and start to lay out what I think might be a cool set list and try to bring back other elements. You know, when we do a tour with other artists, like the mixtape tour, a lot of people say, well, you didn't do this song, you didn't do that. It's hard to squeeze in a bunch of deep cuts when we're with artists who are performing like smash hit records every song. We have to, and we don't have the time. So that's, again, one of the reasons we talk about doing this VIP only deep cuts tour, right? Is because we know you guys want that. It's just on some of these tours we can't really do that. But after I write out a sort of a general set list, is everything okay?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Oh, yeah. Here's what it looks like right there. That's like a set list in the works. But then, of course, it's conversations with the band, and it might be like, ooh, this song we could do this way. And then I might call Joey and say, hey, what do you think about this? Like, we were talking about Twisted and Sweet Dreams being in this tour. And, you know, Joey put so much work into it before that I didn't want to diminish what he'd done. Willy Wonka was on, and it was paused, and it just unpaused itself. So let me turn the volume down. Yeah, I was watching the final scene of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I just had to watch it again because don't ask. Okay. So anyway, that's kind of how it happens. And there'll be more information about how it happens before Christmas. How about that? Okay. Amy wrote, I read that you and Jenny might do another reality TV show. Is that real? That's not real. At least not in the context of what we did before. And at least it's not in the plans. We have a production company. We did a deal with a larger production company to help us develop some of the shows we want to develop, because it's tough for us doing all these other things to sit there like developing all these shows. But a reality show's not in the works, but some other kind of show for us might be in the works. It's a long way away. Don't hold me to anything. But we love working together. We love doing things to surprise you guys. Joey Max texted me right now, but I don't know if it's relevant, so I don't want to click on and risk getting knocked off from you guys. I'd love to see what he has to say, but I can't. Okay, next. There's no name on this one. Forgive me. It's, have you been watching the World Cup? If so, who have you been rooting for? I've been watching. I got off work the other day in time to watch the U.S. win and get into the knockout rounds. And then I watched, yesterday I watched them lose. So of course I was rooting for US, and I don't know. I mean, I just want to see great games. I loved seeing Messi play yesterday for Argentina. I loved seeing him score, like just incredible. There's so many incredible players. So I'm enjoying watching. I am very close with Red One, the music producer who did Dirty Dancing and all these different songs with us. And he's from Morocco. He's a big time soccer fan. And so I'm happy to see his team doing well for him. So yeah. Okay. Emma Cruz wants to know, what is the hardest part of putting a tour together? Who collabs with you? Again, this will be answered before Christmas. You're getting some sneak information here. I didn't know how this would go, but if nothing else, you're getting some good sneak information here. Collaborators are Kevin Maher, was that Joey Mack? Who's saying Joey wants to jump on? He can follow me after I'm done, if that's true. Kevin Maher, Sonny Walters, Pam Chu, who's amazing, Kevin Cofield, and previous tours, Rob Lewis. I mean, there's so many collaborators. A guy, Butch Allen, who's like an unsung hero, always collaborates with us. And then, of course, the band. We all collaborate and talk and exchange ideas and stuff like that. So that's a whole part of the process that, again, you'll learn more about right before Christmas. Can't say anymore. Okay. I gotta look at this text. No, I can't. I don't want to lose you guys. All right. Yvonne wrote, after knowing some of us for years now, do you recollect what meeting us for the first time was? It depends. I actually know more than one Yvonne, so I think I know which Yvonne this is, but I'm not going to assume. Though the 4 Yvonnes I'm thinking of, I actually remember how I met all of them. It depends on who it is, how it is. Sometimes it could be a chance meeting. It could be at a meet and greet. It could be, you see someone at a show. I know there was a fan, Jared, on IG Live the other night, and I met him. I just saw him in the audience and was like, he was having so much fun. He was all by himself. I said, I want to meet that guy. And, he ended up on the cruise, and he's just great. And how could I not remember him for the rest of my life? Everyone was backstage like, this guy's singing every word, and like, he's not even with anyone. He's just dancing and singing and having a great time. There's all different ways that we meet and make friends with you guys, and it's different every time and unique every time. And there's thousands of fans who I don't know your name. I might know your social media name or whatever, but I try my best to connect as best I can. That's one of the reasons, like, I don't know how you guys take it. I know people say, like, I have a way of making people feel like they're the only person. It's because I try to look in, see you guys and connect when I meet you. Try to just at least make some eye contact, because sometimes it's really fast, and there may be something specific I remember, something you say, just the way you are. You may be crying at the meet and greet, or happy, or say something funny. It could be, I met you a few times at a show and then see you somewhere, an airport or whatever. And then it's like, oh, wow, there's all different ways. I guess my goal is, if I meet any of you or get to know any of you, whatever, is just that you always walk away happy and not feeling like it didn't go the best that it could. And if it didn't, and I'm aware, or I feel like it didn't, I might stop you. I grab a lot of people when they're walking on me, where say, sorry, I was distracted, stuff like that. And I'll make sure that I give them a proper moment of time. But yeah, I remember all different things. all different ways. And